I stayed 2 nights at this village, which is called Alipura. The reason I stayed here because I wanted to see the Kama Sutra or Kama Sutra temples, which is called Hajura temples. And this village was my base. I stayed here for 2 nights, and I stayed at this place, which is called Alipura Palace, which is a real palace. In this village, this palace is the only accommodation. It's a 300-year-old, beautiful, very historical place. The owners still live there. And it's simple, but it's really, really charming. In December, the weather was a little bit chilly, especially in the morning, and at night it was very cold. And the rooms, they do not have heater. So it was pretty cold, but they have hot water. I recommend if you want to visit this area in December or January, have a sleeping bag because the room was they were getting very cold at night.
Something a little bit sad about the house.
I know.
In the village, there is no restaurant, so eating at this palace, that's the only option. The breakfast was not included. We had to pay extra. It was about $8 US. The food wasn't that great. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either. Since in India, I ate a lot of good food. At most places, the food is fantastic. So the food in this palace was a little bit disappointing. The people in this village are very, very friendly. So you really get the authentic life of a rural village in India by staying here. It was a great experience. The population are 50% Muslim and 50% Hindu. When you come to the entrance of the hotel, there is no name. There is no need for that because everyone knows this palace, and that's the only hotel that you can stay here. Across from it, there is a temple, but there was no name. That was really interesting. That was the first time I stayed at a hotel that they didn't have their name at the door. Throughout the village, there are many small temples, very beautiful, beautifully decorated, and people were so nice and friendly. They were allowing us to go and visit their ceremonies. That's the name of the hotel, by the way. I don't know how hot it gets this area in the summer, but I don't remember if I saw AC in the room. But definitely there was no heater. This is on the way from the train station to the village. It took a couple of hours. I don't remember exactly because in this trip I've been all over India and I forgot, was it 2 hours or was it 45 minutes? It wasn't that close. The village is not so close to the train station. So it was a quite drive to get to the village and the palace, but I don't remember exactly how long it took. This is the dining area, and I said the breakfast was not included, and you have to let them know the night before that you're gonna have breakfast because the people who work here, they live in the village, and if you wanna have breakfast, they make sure to come very early and prepare the breakfast at any time you want, 6 in the morning, 7, whatever. But if you don't want to have breakfast there, then they don't have to come to work too early. In the center of the village, there was this guy who was selling masala chai, very good chai. Outside the village, you can do day trip. There are waterfalls, and there are some orchard and farms that people usually go to have lunch there. I didn't do that because they said because of the COVID, that 2 years nobody took care of those orchards and gardens, so they were not well kept. So that's why it wasn't worth it to go to those waterfall because usually people do 1 day full day going to the waterfalls and then go to the orchards, have lunch there. So I didn't do that. That was the effect of COVID that ruined some of those gardens and orchards. In the afternoon, the kids in the village, they were playing games. People are very, very friendly in this village. When I went for a walk, people were inviting me to their home and showing me their home. Super friendly people.
Buffalo. Don't walk into it, Kathy. Stay away.
Has it been killed?
Mariam? Mariam?
Yes, my name is Mariam.
Although the village is not in the southern part, but they had in their menu southern style food. I tried this one. This wasn't specifically southern, but it wasn't good.